this is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021, and your new Trends Journal's out. Yep, here it is. Stock market crash. The Bankster's gang gamble. And that's all it is. You know, in the Bronx, we used to have a saying, bullshit has its own sound. And all you had to do today was tune in the news and you could have heard bullshit spew out of the Fed chair's mouth, Jerome Powell. How long have we been saying that inflation is skyrocketing despite the bullshit spewing out of the mouth of Jerome Powell? Yeah, one of the members of the White Shoe Boys Club, the gangster bandit #1, that's been spewing out this shit that, oh, it's only temporary. Oh, it's only temporary. They know it's not temporary. And do you know what bullshit they spewed out today? He said that inflation was, quote, larger than we expected, and they may turn out to be more persistent than we expected, meaning the prices of certain things. Yeah. This is real. It's all detailed in the magazine. Oh, lumber prices are tumbling. Yeah, but they're still like 3 times higher than normal. And this is what we said. Prices are going to come down in a lot of places, but they're going to go way higher than they used to be. So what does this mean with the markets? You saw what happened last week with the markets when they said, well, we're going to raise interest rates maybe in 2023 and not 2024. A year and a half, they're going to raise interest rates from near zero to something, and the markets freak out because the gambler gang, the JP Morgan Chase, the Goldman Sachs, the Morgan Stanleys, they need all, and BlackRock, they need all this cheap money to keep gambling. So the markets go down, and all the gamblers, the money junkies. And now this week it's a little different. Oh, today the NASDAQ hit a new high. This is going down, and it's going to go down big and hard. And you better prepare for it. You better prep for it. We're giving you our best estimate of when it's going to crash in this Trends Journal. And of course, there's a wonderful article in here too, relating to that, by none other than Gregory Mannarino. Rate hike, taper, liftoff. The Fed has not even begun to inflate. This thing's going down hard and heavy. They're making this crap up, just like they made up the COVID war. And going back to the COVID war, we were the first magazine. You go back to our January 28, 2020 magazine cover. Coronavirus, 106 dead in China. Now, our next line was 1.4 billion still alive. What are you telling me this bullshit for? Under 6,000 people have died in China so far, according to their numbers. And then when you look at the world number, they keep adding them up, 17 months. Oh, we got over 3 million dead. Yeah, out of what, almost 8 billion people? You mean 0.05%? Have you added up how many people dying every year from the pesticides and the shit you're shoving in our food and our chemicals you're spraying everywhere, the pesticides, the insecticides? No, that doesn't count. We don't add that up. We don't add air pollution every year that kills, I think, about 6.7 million people a year. How about if you add that up every year? So anyway, one of your big stories in this Trends Journal, COVID War 2.0. They're selling it already. And again, we write this, it comes out today. It'll be out in about a couple of hours, about an hour or so. And then this is the breaking news. Fauci declares Delta variant greatest threat to the nation's efforts to eliminate COVID. How about that for a load of...
Bullshit.
Yeah, coming out of this little scumbag, arrogant prick's mouth. And I'll tell that him face to face, you little fuck. You little dick who's stealing almost $500,000 a year that we, the morons of Slavelandia, pay this little cocksucker every year. Selling fear like that other little moron, shithead, scumbag, Ulsterholm. Yeah, that unhealthy little prick out of Minnesota who's a disease expert. The little shithead that shoved the crap out of his mouth that Meet the Prostitutes gobbled down, warning us of a Category 5 COVID this past February. And they keep shoving this shit out. Oh, don't get upset, Salenti. Swallow the crap like we do, like the shitheads up in Canada. Yeah, right near us. Yeah, they got a death rate from COVID. I think the average age is about 85 years old. The death rate is about 0.06%. And Trudeau, the little daddy's boy born on third base, just announced that, you can't come into the country without a vaccination. We got to increase the vaccination rate. And two-thirds of the shitheads up there swallow Trudeau crap just like they swallowed around most of the world, following their leaders. And that's why on July 4th, we're having a freedom, peace, and justice rally, festival, I should say, right up here in Kingston, New York, on the Four Corners of Freedom. And here's some breaking news, Judge Andrew Napolitano is going to be the keynote speaker along with Lynette Zhang and others. That's right. And great music by Smokey Hormel and his Band of Renown and other bands as well. Don Miller, great food. I'm fighting for freedom, peace, and justice. Join the fight. Oh, and subscribe to the Trends Journal if you want to see what's going on, or unless you want to believe the shit that they shove out on the Cartoon News Network or CNBC, where they bring the same scumbags in time after time to spew out their crap and sell their shit. If you want the facts, we call this first. One after another, we called it first. Show me anybody that could top our magazine. Nothing comes close to it. All right, what else do we have here? Betting on oil. That's a big one. Yep, where oil price is going. Oh, Bitcoin. What have we been writing? What have we been saying? For how long? The prices are going to keep going up until the governments push them down. That's right. Bitcoin lost almost 50%, lost over 50% of its value. Popped up a little bit back today. Where's it going? Again, we nailed it. We nailed it first, and we have where the breakout points are. And the breakout point is coming soon. Because when it hits this point, zoom, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. And what else? Oh, air travel, what that's going. What is Fauci? This is a freak. Fauci the freak. The highly contagious Delta variant is the greatest threat to the nation's attempt to eliminate COVID-19. And they're shooting up vaxxers and little kids and they don't get this stuff. But those are only the facts. And we have Trends in Technocracy, great articles by Joe Duran. We got a great tune in there, Cold War II, by Stephen Green. And again, a whole special on here on the Delta variant and how it's going to be the beginning of Cold War II. This is a special report. You better get ready for it. And again, you got shitheads and morons all over the world. How could people follow that been jerking off, the head of NSW over there in New South Wales, in Australia, and how they keep locking down crap? Yeah, the new variants are coming. 25 million people in Australia, 910 COVID deaths in 17 months, not one in the last 6 months, and the shithead scumbag motherfuckers and fatherfuckers are locking down and putting in these regulations. And the people swallow their shit. But we're not. And that's why on July 4th, freedom, peace, and justice. Go to occupypeace.com, occupypeace.com. Donate what you can. We can't fight and win this on our own. We're putting every ounce of energy. This edition of the Trends Journal is a blockbuster, grand slam like nothing else. One after another, each week better than the last, and the last week better than the next. One after another. Home runs. You won't find anywhere else. So that's some of the trends this week. In the Trends Journal, Trends in Geopolitics, Israel's new government, bombs versus balloons. Israel ramps up attack plan on Iran. What's going on in Myanmar. More about the Cold War. On and on and on. Oh, and check this out. You check it out in your Trends Journal. That's enough. We'll tell you where it's going, what's happening. Stay tuned. You better be prepared because this thing is totally out of control. It's a freak show. And all you have to do is look at the freaks running the show. And one more very important note. Today is June 22nd. 80 years ago, the Nazis launched the attack against Russia. They killed over 30 million Eastern Europeans. It's not in the news, it's never mentioned. 30 million. 5 million Russian prisoners put in German jails. 3.2 million of them died in there. Yes, America won World War II. They couldn't have done it without the Russians. They were in the Eastern, they came into Germany, they made a deal to stop them, that we go in together. But what they did, the slimy, low-life, murderous scum pricks called the military-industrial complex started the Cold War, which banished the reality of the suffering of the Russians. Look up Eisenhower's speech, 5-star general, supreme commander of the Allied forces. January 17th, 1961. He warns the American people that the military-industrial complex is robbing the nation of the genius of the scientists, the sweat of the laborers, and the future of the children. And they robbed it from us. I know. You little libtards love Obama, the Nobel Peace of Crap Prize winner, with that, I want that guy Gaddafi out of there. Quote, I'm really good at killing people with his drone strikes in the book Double Down. I want that guy Assad out of there, the military-industrial complex. Oh, bullshit, fucking scumbag Biden. Not a war that little dick didn't love. Yeah, how about Bush's? Maybe Clinton. Hey, forgot Nixon. What about Johnson? Hey, they killed Kennedy. Didn't want to go to Vietnam. Nah. And how about Cuba? No, he didn't want that one either. Let's kill him. And again, I was with John Connolly, the governor of Texas, who took the bullet in the back. I have a photo of me, him, and his wife in front of the book depository. Today, 1941, June 22nd, I think it was called Operation Barbarossa, something like that, against the Russians. But they wiped it out of our mind with the Cold War and only taught us how to hate the Russians. The same imbecilic motherfuckers and fatherfuckers that hired at me and my generation hiding under desks in case an atom bomb went off during the Cold War are the same ones that sold us the COVID war. And the same scum that keep us hating the Russians. Trump, he was with the Russians. They stole the election. All bullshit, not one fact. Oh, the cyber attacks, the Russians. Oh, the guy that they poisoned over there in the UK a couple of years ago, the Russians did it. No proof, nothing. I'm mentioning this because when all else fails, they take you to war. And war is going to be on the horizon when the economy fails. And that's why we need you to support us with Occupy Peace and to join us on July 4th on the Four Corners of Freedom to celebrate the festival of freedom, peace, and justice. What America, by the founding fathers, wanted to happen. And as George Washington, the first president of the United States, a real warrior, not like these little clown boys, said, no foreign entanglements. Thank you for tuning in. Peace. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.